Hello, my friends. Another day, another watch, another video, and you've seen the thumbnail. You know what this is. This is from our friends. I don't know if they're our friends, but they sent me a watch after I paid for it. Farr Swit Watch and Gear Company from Illinois in the United States of America. And this is how it comes packaged. Actually, I just pulled this out of the box. I have not opened it. It comes in a bag, and there's a strap. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with this bag, but I'm sure we're going to use it for something. Comes wrapped in a little bit of paper. We got a box inside of here. I guess we can just start kind of the unboxing right here. The unbagging, I guess. So there we go. Watch box. Along with the watch box, we have another strap and some stickers and some bazooka bubble gum. I love this. This is the Farr Swit Vice in the bubblegum colorway. And this is a total nostalgia play. I am completely here for it. Even wore the good old Trapper Keeper shirt for the unboxing. So let's get to the top-down angle so we can get this open and bask in those joyous 80s inspired colors and designs. Before we get into the box, they gave us some stuff. We saw a little piece of bazooka bubblegum here because we got the bubblegum colorway. This quite cool Farr Swit, kind of a iridescent, metallic, reflective sticker. If this is a baseball card, they call it a refractor, right? Cool sticker. If you're into the whole sticker thing, I kind of dig it. And they gave us an accessory strap. This is a Farr Swit FKM rubber with quick release spring bars. It's vented underneath, which is great. Has a really pretty high quality feeling brushed and signed pin buckle. And this is really cool. I like the strap. It feels of very high quality. I will keep this around, and it may go in a different watch at some time because it's not going to touch this one. This watch is going to stay on the strap that it's on because that is the color I am going for with this. So we take our paper off, and we have our little Farr Swit Define Your Time. This is a nice box. It's kind of a soft touch material. If you've ever ordered a book from Amazon, you know, the Amazon print to ship books that people can kind of self-publish, there's a soft touch cover material. And this reminds me a whole lot of that. And when let's get our sticker and our gum kind of out of the way there. When we open this up, it is going to reveal the Chrono Vice. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It looks like we got a little card in here. Okay, so this is watch number 149. I don't know if this is a limited edition. I don't think this is part of the limited edition, if it's limited to a number of pieces. But it's cool that they number the watches. I guess if we ever need a warranty claim or something like that, that's pretty cool. And there's some instructions on how the movement works. This is a solar chronograph movement, which I don't know about you, but I think that's very cool. And this is the colorway that we are looking at here in our Farr Swit Vice Bubblegum. Let's get this thing out of the box. This looks too cool for school. This is a strap habit? Yes. So the strap on this is a collaboration with Strap Habit. You can see it's a Strap Habit pin buckle. I appreciate that, but I might actually swap out the pin buckle to the Farr Swit. So it's a little more matchy, brand matchy. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. But this is another high quality FKM rubber strap. And if you know me, then you know I love the FKM rubber. This thing looks awesome.
Let's get some plastic off.
There's not a whole lot of plastic on this guy, but there's enough time for me to ask you to please like and subscribe to this video if you like stuff like this. I do all this out of my own pocket. I ask nobody for anything in return other than a like and a subscribe if you enjoy the content, because that really does help move the channel forward.
Always the most satisfying plastic peel when you get to uncover the dial.
Doobie 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 doop dabba to dabba specs. We have a 42 millimeter case diameter, a 50.5 millimeter lug to lug, so this might wear a little bit more on the larger side, which is fine with me. 12.5 millimeter case thickness keeps it a very nice package, super proportionate here, and an on wrist or off wrist weight, I guess, of 85 grams. The case material is 316L surgical grade stainless steel with a sapphire crystal that has some pretty darn good AR coating on it. Water resistance of 100 meters. Lug width is my preferred 22 millimeters. It comes with two gorgeous FKM rubber straps. The model or reference number, I guess the SKU on the website is SCVBG or Solar Chrono Vice Bubblegum 2.0, which is kind of the whole model name. And we're looking at a Seiko VS71A meca-quartz movement, which is solar powered. 2 hours of sun gives you 2 months of running time and a stated accuracy of plus or minus 20 seconds per month. Man, I love the accuracy of a good quartz movement or module. I guess whatever you want to call it. It's pretty fantastic.
Boy, oh boy, this is just a lot of fun. And I'm not going to lie, like, this is not exactly priced like a super premium timepiece or anything, but I'm getting premium vibes from the feel of this. Just the case, the weight of the stainless steel, the finishing here. We have a high polished bezel. We got some brushing on the sides. The downturned lugs, really nice. It's going to make this wear quite wonderfully. You can see what's going on here with the colorway and the inspiration behind this. Kind of those 80s, Lamborghini, Ferrari, like sports car posters, right? That's what it reminds me of. That reminds me of Tron, reminds me of all sorts of stuff from my childhood, which I absolutely love. Signed crown, beautiful pushers. Very nicely designed case on this. We got our Vice kind of motif on the case back. And that's not a chintzy little laser etching. Like that's engraved with some depth, which is really nice. And look at that right there. Bubblegum number 149. Right there on the case back. So these are individually numbered. It's not 149 out of anything, but I don't know. I like the personal touch of an individually numbered case there. That's cool. Sapphire crystal on the dial. We're looking at 100 meters water resistant. More quick release spring bars on those straps. So it'll be an easy changeover. I'm not going to have a whole lot to say about this other than I love it. Is this push-pull or is it a screw-down? Let's see. I think it's a screw-down crown. Is that right? It is. Okay. I would not have expected a screw-down crown on a solar quartz watch. I dig the attention to detail there. Let's go ahead and get the hands out of the way. Stick it at our, good old 1010. Actually, let's go down here so we can see this quick set date in action. Let's go to first position there, and that should quick set the date for us. Yeah, it does. All right. We'll just leave it on the 28th. Yeah, we'll leave it on the 28th. Let's take it to the 31st. Why not? I'm going to have to set the date on this later anyway, so we'll just take it to the 31st, and then we can switch the time. And I want to see it. Tick over to the first See when that date change happens. Nope, that must be noon. Let's get to midnight. And we'll see it tick over to the first. I like looking at stuff like this because it just gives you an idea of the attention to detail during assembly. If that date changes over right at midnight, or at least very close to, yeah, it's as close to midnight as you can possibly get. So that's really cool. Great attention to detail there. Get those hands out of the way. We can screw that crown back in. You can see our running seconds are going down there at the 6 o'clock subdial. That's our running seconds. And then up there at the 12 o'clock subdial, I imagine that's going to track our chronograph minutes once we activate the chronograph and get this bad boy running. Ooh, that's interesting. Almost zero tactile feedback there. Just extremely smooth. Like they weren't trying to replicate any tactile feedback with that, which I appreciate. It's just a smooth push. And then on the reset, there is not really any tactile feedback there. So that's cool. Like with a mechanical chronograph, you get a nice little snap, especially if it's a column wheel chronograph, right? You get a nice little tactile snap when you activate that. This being a solar quartz, kind of meca-quartz, so to speak, chronograph, was never going to have that, and they didn't try to fake it or recreate it, which I appreciate. They just let it be what it is. This is going to be one of those watches that's kind of polarizing, right? You're either going to love it or you're not, and that's all. That's just all. We got a tachymeter around the outside. The aqua/teal blue minute track is met perfectly by that chronograph seconds hand. We do have some lume here. Looks like our hour markers, our applied hour markers, I should say, are loomed along with the hour and minute hand. We have a nicely framed date window there. I do wish, I gotta say, if I could change one thing on this, I would make the date wheel either teal or pink to make it stand out. If it was black, it would blend in. That'd be fine. But I think a teal or a pink date window on this, or even a yellow to kind of bring in the color from the sunset up there at the 12 o'clock subdial, I think that would make this look really, really cool. Not that it isn't kind of over the top in design language anyway, but that would be an extra little touch that I would have added if it was me. But it's not. It's not me. It's Farr Swit's watch. And I got this because these are my colors, man. I love it. This is a color palette that I gravitate towards regularly. And my wardrobe and my things and my everything. I love the color palette. It's kind of a little twist on CMYK, right? Your blue, your cyan leans a little bit more teal. Your magenta is still pretty magenta. Your yellow is still pretty yellow, but this nails me perfectly. If you want to look me up on LinkedIn, Mike Ferrossi on LinkedIn, to see what I do for work as a profession with this content marketing agency that I have, you will see that a lot of my personal branding is done in exactly this color palette. So I feel like this was kind of a must snag for me. And I mean, this thing just oozes quality. Let's get it on wrist, shall we? And here is the Farr Swit Vice Solar Chrono on my 8-inch wrist. Fantastic proportions on this. The FKM rubber strap, the case, the lugs, how they turn down, how they are shaped. Just the entire design and construction of this is kind of oozing quality that I did not expect to me. And it looks fantastic. 42 millimeters, good proportions. 22 millimeters between the lugs, also phenomenal proportions. I think maybe, I don't know, if I want to get really nitpicky, I could say, the strap could taper a little bit more, but on my wrist, that's not going to matter. That's more for people who have less than an 8-inch wrist. You know, trying to think about you guys. But this is just phenomenal in every way. If you like this design language, then you love this watch. And if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description. Not a sponsored link. I get nothing for it. This is not a paid partnership. I bought this watch with my own money. But in case you're curious and you want to take a look, you can take a look. Links down in the description. There's not a whole lot more to say. I'm kind of smitten, and I'm going to wear this thing in the regular rotation, especially when it hits summertime. Let's take a look at the Lume.
Real world Lume shot from the bright sun into a dimly lit room, and pretty much everything is loomed on this thing. We don't get the tachymeter scale, but that's getting really picky. Hour markers, subdials, date frame, hour and minutes hands. The Farr Swit logo is loomed, for goodness sake. I do wish they loomed the chronograph seconds hand, but that's getting a little bit picky. The loom on this looks great. Let's do some final thoughts. Final thoughts are that you get exactly what you pay for, and I'm a happy customer because of it. Case construction, far higher quality than I expected, honestly. There's even little, it's hard to get a camera on it, but there's little relief points on the underside of the case where the strap would make contact with the case. But there's a little bit of area there that's kind of chamfered away, so the strap doesn't really make contact and everything still just works without any friction. And I really appreciate attention to detail like that. The strap collaboration with Strap Habit is a great one. I like this strap, the FKM rubber, phenomenal, high quality strap in a perfect color. By the way, the Lume, phenomenal. Solar, low maintenance. Quartz, again, super low maintenance. It's going to be an accurate chronograph if you ever want to time something. So that's a nice little bonus. And when it comes to the nostalgic vibes of this thing, you're not going to get a whole lot better. If you make something that is invoking 80s to 90s nostalgia vibes and you're not charging an insane amount of money for it, I'm going to pull out my wallet. I want to take a look at what you're making. If you guys know of any other watches kind of in this vein, right? 80s, 90s nostalgia that are really leaning into that sort of thing, pop them down in the comments because I can't see everything. I'm only one person. I got one pair of eyes. So I would love to see what else in this kind of nostalgic genre of watches exists out there. Or is this the best? Is this just the best one of those that exists? Or is it in a category all on its own? I'm not sure, but I can say that I am a happy and proud owner of this one, and it's going to get a lot of wrist time. Sorry, looking at it on the monitor here. It's going to get a lot of wrist time. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Plenty legible for day-to-day wear, even though you're probably not going to wear something like that day-to-day, but I don't know. I'm going to wear it more days than others would. And thanks for tossing in an extra strap also, even though I'm never putting it on this, but it's a very nice one, and it might go on a different watch pretty soon. So not 100% sure there. Let me know what you think. Check it out at the link in the description. That's about all for this one. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy those 80s and 90s vibes, and we'll catch you in the next video.